Hey guys, Mr. Cap here, and today we are playing Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, the trilogy. Yes, there's 3 games in this. I think it originally came out for the DS or something, and then this is the PC version, if you will, which is compiled with all 3 games. I'm pretty sure. So let's just get into it. I'd say let's just go. Let's go. So yeah, you got the first game, which is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, trademarked. You got the second one, which is Justice for All, trademarked. And then you got the third one, which is Trials and Tribulations, trademark. Let's start this series so with the first game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Yes, I would indeed like to play. Okay, so blood, grapes. Gasp, gasp. Oh, the murder. The murder? Murder? What? Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Dun 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 dun. Gotta find someone to pin this on. But who? Someone like him. Dun dun dun. I'll make it look like he did it. No, not he. Anything but he. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Who the hell's Mia? Oh, Maya. Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief. Of course, Chief has to look like. Close your. Woo! Woo! I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Yes, I just love murder. Dot 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 dot. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? That's not okay. You mean you know the defendant before this case? Yes, that's kind of illegal, I think. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney, because he committed a murder a while back and I just covered for him, basically, again. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. Oh, I want to help him out any way I can. And for starters, this one right here, yeah, this chief, she's definitely evil. You can tell by the eyes. She's definitely. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Dot dot dot. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Oh god, he's already confessed. Give me that death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Oh, what's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Checkmate. My name's Phoenix Wright. My name is Phoenix Wright. Yeah, Wright in his name. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. The murder. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Bolts. My best friend since grade school, wouldn't you know? Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Oof. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though. Look at his eyes. He's just freaking. He's tired. He's like crying like tears, like full streams. One thing I can. Oh, I didn't read that. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I own one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Enthusiasm, motivation, all of the above. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, there's a lot of chat. Oh, the entire squad is here. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yeah, so what? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Gee, guys, fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Phoenix Wright, Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. he's like scratching his chin, like, I don't know. Correct. God, real. Just keep your wits about. Just keep your wits about you, and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial, is it not? Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. I read the case report cover so many times. It's Wade. Oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. Yeah. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it anytime, okay? He has a computer with him? Remember to check it off? Do it for me, please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Wait. Oh, here we go. Attorney badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Right, so it's my inventory box. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7:31. 45. Cause of death, loss of blood due to gun trauma. Okay, Cindy. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Phew. Dodged a bullet there. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? Oh crap. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. I knew that because I was there. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. Jeez, this is like baby court. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem so much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Nice one.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court.
Use tab to check the court record. Cindy, thanks. Objection. Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Indeed. Oh, no.
Mr. Betts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. Oh, hey. No one's believe. Okay, why did this open up? I didn't. Oh, right. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Belts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from her overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Huh.
Passport. The victims apparently arrived home from Paris on the 7th of the day before the murder. Nice one. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering or let's wait and see what I have. Let's stop him from answering. You don't want the case here. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof.
What? When's...
Dude, Nick, what you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah. And when I went... Oh, I'm going to go to the bottom of this. Get to the bottom. Let's continue with this trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is...
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh, this is not looking so good. Next question.
You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Oh.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, I did and maybe I didn't. He went. What do I do now? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth! Yeah. I was there when I went. Amazing. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Oh, crap.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can
prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? Don't tell me it's the guy that actually bashed her in.
The man who found the victim just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Don't tell me it's the guy that has the, like... It's him, isn't it? Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the
day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwawit to the stand.
Is this? It is him. Wouldn't you know?
Mr. Solwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions in this, correct? Oh, yes.
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Salt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Oh my god. Witness's account. Let's hear it.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking, it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Yes, 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during blackouts?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowhit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record. Electricity to Mrs. Stone building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor.
All right, this is it, the real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying? That was very convincing. Yeah, lies. Let's do this. Okay. Right. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. Why don't you do my job, Chief?
There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record tab. Point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Alright, I can do this. Cross-examination, witness's account. Right. Selling subscriptions from the Salman in the apartment. Right. Oh, I can present each thing. Okay. So there was the time of death, cause of death, which was loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Right. Now, the cause of death, the time was from 4 to 5 p.m. A statue in the shape of a thinker, which is rather heavy. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder, and electricity to Mrs. Stone building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. And this murder is solved. It's solved. You know why? Because I figured it out. So, basically, time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. He gives the time as well, and his time is exactly off. It was 1 p.m. That makes no sense, and that's it. Got him. 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right? Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Right? Let's go! Okay, so let's do the autopsy. Or the electricity. Yeah, electricity seems the most, let's go with that. Okay. Oh, I got profiles. Wait, let's just read it.
my boss and a very good defense attorney. The defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since middle school. Who's this? Oh, this victim, Cindy's son. A model, she lived in her apartment by herself. I'm the prosecutor for this case. Lacks presence, generally bad at getting his point across. And then this is the guy, the newspaper salesman. So, whatever. Oh, okay. Amount of time exactly. And then that's where we present. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and that's the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. What? They are related. Was there from noon? Oh, from noon to 6 p.m. I just read 6 p.m. Okay, okay, fine, it's this one, so. Should have read the entire thing. This part. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Her statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There's no body no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh god. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. See, he's digging himself his own grave because he's also a newspaper agency, and if he's like, great job, Wright, way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Yeah. Awesome. Well, wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Oh, here he goes again. The time of discovery. Go on. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. He's lying! That never happened! They can just go and check. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on that tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. I have. This guy is toast. He's gone. I found the body, I heard the time. I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. But how can you say it's the television when... when the power was out? Exactly. Let's finish it. He's gone. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Sowd? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait, I remember now, Mrs. Sowd. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. Apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Nervousness. Sometimes it kicks in, you know. Right.
Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would have explained it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. So, he... Ugh, Mr. Sowett, you bit... Right. He didn't hear it the first time he saw it. Where did he see it? On the table. There was a table clock. The apartment. The murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. That must be what I saw. Now I find the contradiction. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. I think it's... There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. But I just wanted to clarify that. That's why I just said, did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Yeah, we all know what the murder weapon was. Why are you something's fishy here? Yeah, we all know what the... Why are you saying... And let's kill him. Let's finish this off, boy. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Why, you with your objections and your evidence, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sowett. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Boone.
as the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as the statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after. You're still wrong.
Well, Mr. Wright,
It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes, I do, Your Honor. You know why? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in this witness's head. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands and turn the switch. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he knew the victim. Knew the victim. Tell me, isn't it true that you knew the victim? In fact, you were one of the sugar daddies. Be frank with us, Mr. Sowett. Frank? I'm always frank. I am frank.
Your Honor, we have a complete record of the victim's relationships. Mr. Frank Sowett does not appear anywhere.
Really? Please, Mr. Wright. It's the best response you can muster up. Try to refrain from making off-the-cuff accusations in the future. Yes, Your Honor. Let me think this over. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sowett, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned in your mind. That's why we're so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. No, look, I the clock. I heard no. I am the clock. I mean, I saw. Look at me.
just like pure frustration. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, burn, burn. Give him death. And you revealed your true colors. Order, order, order in the court. I say, Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Stout heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask neighbors. Try sending the clock. Let's send the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowett, you try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, that proves nothing. How'd you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Oh, he's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination, Mr. Franksell. Then here to testify, and look what happens. Treat me like a criminal. A criminal. Your lawyers are all slime. I almost had him as well. Was there no way of me to get him? Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can't do about it now. Really? Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Oh, Maya! I mean, Chief! Out of nowhere! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Because of the batteries. You'll have your proof, right? Right? Can you think of a reason to as why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I can. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Fine, I'll let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence for this? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in this court that can my claim. Prove it. Tough words. Let's see who pulled this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Time of death. Cause of death. Loss of blood. 4 to 5. I can't prove that. Wait. Hold up. Think a statue in the shape of a thinker. Statue. Okay, never mind. Let's see what happens if I present this. Take that. The victim had just returned home from the body, as we all know. The time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it's 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. How should I say? Nah. Did I get him? Oh crap, I got him. I wasn't sure about that. Order, I say. because she brought it home from Paris, right? Which I don't know if that was because I completely forgot that was like mentioned, but hopefully it was. This case has certainly turned out quite differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. All in the day's work. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Lai, but not guilty. Not guilty. And with that, the court is adjourned. We did it. Turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see what the people were out in the house. That day, Larry went to her apartment. The victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowett grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 232, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oh, I still can't believe I won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Oh, bad one. Sorry. Alright. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. but my Cindy Windy's gone, man, forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, booby, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? It's the thing that, wait, wasn't this evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you sure? Sure? Excuse me. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me, so okay. Well, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah, right, I did. What the heck is she talking about? My attorney's badge, of course. Yes, the time of death. She would love to... Electricity to Mrs. Stone's, yeah. Apparently arrived home day before the murder. Yeah. It's that. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her, huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am, thanks. I hope that made him feel a little better. Yikes. Okay. Right.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right, right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here's done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me, Maya. Nah, I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. So, oh yeah. Right. So that's the end of episode 1, I believe. So, yeah, it is. End of episode 1. And then a brand new episode has been added. Whew. Okay. Well, this was going to be part 1, or I can say episode 1. Episode 1 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Mr. Cap. Don't forget to leave that like and subscribe and tell me if you enjoyed this, or if you played it already, that is. But yeah, I love that. God, so many nice new game mechanics that I haven't come across before, personally. Right. Anyways, thanks, and I'll see you guys later.